probably why most of you are here tonight. You know, I figured if all the young men had gone west, that's a good place for me. So I hitched a fast horse and, you know, to my buggy and away I flew. I was down here in nothing, about 2 months. And when I arrived in town, I guess I expected to see a brass band meeting me as I came across Garrison Avenue from the east side of town. Not so. It was 8:30 at night, almost dark. Actually, there was not a soul on the streets at all. There had been a curfew set by the judge at 8 o'clock every night, and that was it. Yeah, that's what I said. There were many buildings, of course, businesses along the Garrison, and they were all empty. The 60-some saloons in Fort Smith, most of them on Garrison Avenue, were all closed down. There wasn't a soul out anywhere. I saw a few churches, I saw a couple of hospitals, and one brewery. But I was so disillusioned and discouraged. Actually, this looked rather desolate to me down here. The only thing that was lit in town was the gas lights, and that was it on Main Street. I was just about ready to turn around and go back, I'm telling you, even to Norfolk. And all of a sudden, I came across something that excited me. And every one of you came across it yourself. What did you think when you came across the railroad tracks tonight? Wow! Well, let me tell you what I thought. I knew that where there's tracks, there's going to be trains, and where there's trains, there's sure going to be men. You see, women didn't like to ride the iron horse back then. They were afraid of it, the trains. This sounded perfect to me. If I would be so lucky as to have my own social club here, I would put it right with the tracks. But then, better than if even I'd planned it myself, over here on the other side was a river. You know, just a few hundred yards further than the railroads. And on the river, there were riverboats and barges and steamships. And of course, men, you know, most of them were gamblers. I was so excited I wanted to go to work right then. I was also flat broke and I needed the money. I didn't even have the money for a hotel room, so I set myself up a little campsite over here on the river's edge and parked my buggy and tied my horse to a tree and took a bath in the river as we girls often did back then. Then I got myself all gussied up, revamped, you know, fresh feathers, a new attire, and of course my favorite perfume. I'm sure some of you ladies have some yourselves. It's called, it's a real special, vanilla extract. Then I was ready to go to town, you know, go to work. And I suddenly also realized that there were no bordellos evident whatsoever here, thanks to the judge. So I did the next best thing. I had to do something. I walked the streets. I walked down Garrison Avenue from the river all the way down. Actually, I'd only gone about 2.5 blocks when luckily I saw a light in the window. I thought, well, I'll just stop in there and ask whoever is there, you know, the best place in town I might find a job or two. I'll bet you know what I mean. I walked up to the front of this great big red brick building that's on the other side of Garrison, and it had big double doors there at the front of it, and they weren't locked, so I just walked in. I saw a very long hallway, but at the end of that hallway, I saw an open door with a light shining through it and heard men's voices. So I walked down there and peeked around the corner, and a gentleman said, well, come on in. That's all I was waiting on was an invitation. I walked in, and right there in front of me, in this great big room filled with, well, great big benches up and down either side, this man was up at the very front. He had a little white mustache and a little white goatee, and he was wearing a black robe. I'd seen his picture in the paper many times. There was a judge, and he wasn't alone. He had 3 other men with him. Right there sitting beside him was, on the left-hand side was the president of the First City National Bank. There he was. How's it been? I haven't seen him for about 100 years. Thanks for the advice. And then there was another gentleman. Now this other gentleman was on the other side of the judge, and he was Mr. Clayton, a famous attorney here at the time. Are you still doing the same work? Yeah. But there was one more man that I've got to tell you about. This man was a scallywag from the beginning. He was ornery as heck, and I loved him. Oh, I got carried away there. Anyhow, he was also a preacher. Now, you see, he's been reincarnated also, and he's back with us tonight. Little devil. Now, you've probably seen him on, well, he's not with the same, you've probably seen him on TV with his wife, Tammy Faye.
That's a good one.
For all these years. I was going to put it right here between the railroad and the river, of course. Perfect, instant clientele, you know. However, the old commercial hotel sat right here at the time, and it had been built from about 1817 when the town was first started here in Fort Smith, you know. It was for sale for $600. The banker said to go ahead and buy it. It was a good investment, so I did. And then I had it torn down immediately. I wanted to start out fresh and new. I hired myself a contractor and his crew, and those guys went to work, and they worked day and night, by the way. Took 17 months. We finally finished this house, and I moved in. I furnished all of the house beautifully as you see it, much as it is now. Beautiful Victorian furniture everywhere. Of course, brass beds in all of our bedrooms. At that time, we didn't have the doorways, by the way, cut between the bedrooms. I adorned all the windows with velvet drapes and lace curtains, and I had candles everywhere. But downstairs, one of my 3 parlors I had for socializing, entertainment. In the center parlor, that was the music room with the ballroom where they could dance and listen to music. And in one corner beside the window, I placed the old Victrola with the big bell on it. Some of you may have them at home, I don't know. And in the other corner, of course, I wanted something spectacular. I had it shipped up the river on a riverboat. It was the first one of its kind here. It was the first player piano in this area here. I was so thrilled with retirement, almost 30 years old. So I thought, well, I better have a talk with her. I said, Pearl, now sit down right here, I want to talk to you. You know you've probably got 5 to 10 more years to live, and you need to think about your future. I said, what do you really want to be? And she looked up at me with her ugly little face, and she said, I want to be beautiful and refined. Well, you know, we didn't have plastic surgeons back then. So I said, have you got another choice? And she said, yeah, I'd like to be a madam like you. And I said, okay, then I'll help you. I'll give you a little piece of bottom land right next door here on Front Street, and you can build your own little house. It's just to be a bedroom house, no competition with my social club and pleasure house. So we agreed on the terms, and we did this. It was only 5 bedrooms. It was a cheap little place. Looked like it, too. Actually, her clientele were cheap. Well, you see, she only charged 10 cents to a quarter. You know, what could you expect? Whereas here, in my elegant house, of course, I charged a week's wages. Yeah. 50 cents to $1.50. Except for the preacher. $1.75. Now, he could afford it because, you see, he could always take up a collection before he came out here. Even though they didn't have TV back then. Well, now, there was one night that would have probably been great for all of you. It was our red light night special. It was 2 for the price of 1. Now, we might do that again tonight for the desserts or something. 2 for the price of 1. 2 pieces. Now, there was one little man that came down here, and probably you've heard of him. His name is Sam Walton. He came down here when he was just a little whippersnapper. He said, hey, that's a nice idea. He said, I'm going to start my own business, and I'm going to make the blue light special. He's the richest man in the United States now. I should have used blue lights, I guess. I'll tell you what, things went along pretty good here. I was getting richer, and Pearl wasn't doing too bad for such an ugly little thing, and people noticed this, and they said, if poor, pitiful, ugly Pearl can do it, anybody can. And so they tried it. 5 more madams sprung up right here on a row, right here. There were 7 of us, 6 of them and 1 of me. 6 sleazy cut-rate places in myself. I didn't like it one bit. However, there were other people who didn't like it. It was the little ladies that would shop up here on Garrison Avenue who could see straight down here. It's only a block and a half away. If there weren't a train away, they could see this man down here coming and going and coming and going. And they watched a lot. Finally, they got so disgusted by all of it. Actually, they went to the town council and they told them that they abhorred the whole thing. The town council jumped on this, I'm telling you, because you see, they wanted to fix it up real fast. They were members here. So they built a very tall, I mean tall, wooden fence that completely surrounded the road. In your wildest fantasies, can you even imagine what happened to my business then? It tripled. Especially the new now. Yeah. Well, things went along as such for quite a long while. Of course, we were getting there, all of us were. The ruffians that would come next door, though, I was so disgusted by it all. I wanted to get rid of the places next door, but me being a refined lady, I couldn't stoop to doing anything indiscreet or unlawful. Of course not. I was very, well, you see, prostitution was lawful then, and I was discreet. However, my patience and waiting finally paid off. Fate was about to step in, and I didn't know it. It was one night, July the 9th, 1910. I was sitting downstairs in one of the parlors, the music room, by the way, listening to the player piano. It was a warm evening, so I had the window open. There was a gentle breeze. We didn't use screens then, by the way. It was a bright moonlit night, a full moon evening. I was sitting there conjuring up naughty little ideas about how to get rid of the neighbors next door, when all of a sudden, something caught my eye. There was a dark figure walking along the fence row. I watched him for several moments. I noticed he was getting very close to the old oil tanker, and then he stopped dead still. Now the old oil tanker had been sitting there for about a month, and it had a slow oil leak. It made a terrible mess all over the ground. And then fate did something I'll never forget. He dropped a lighted cigarette. There was a little flicker, and then there was a flame. And then it caught the oil tanker fire, and it exploded, sending bits of oil tanker and fire and flames all over the neighborhood. Burning down within 2 hours every one of those sleazy, cut-rich places. Yeah. By the way, that night, what we always remembered here is the night of the lingerie parade, and we do celebrate that here every year. Now, my house did not even get touched by the flames. Some say it was a miracle. Most people scoffed at that idea. Others say it was a change in the wind. But let me tell you what it really was. You see, I had a lot of loyal patrons, and these gentlemen, the ones that weren't already here that night, as soon as they heard about that fire, they were out here lickety-split. They brought their little wooden water buckets, and they lined up from here to the river forming a bucket brigade that wouldn't quit. They kept this place doused with water. Well, you know, putting out my fire like I always put out theirs. Whatever. Or tit for tat, maybe. Explains it pretty well. I realized within a few short months, actually a couple of months, that my name and reputation had been singed, actually charred beyond repair, and it was time for me to move on. So I sold out to the highest bidder, who happened to be a penniless little woman, I'll call her, here in Fort Smith. Her name was Big Bertha Scott, later called Ma Scott. She bought it. She had no money, so she was backed by gentlemen of the community. Who else? The one at the door.
Try to film everybody in here.
Are you filming me?
Not yet, I haven't get in.
Who's that guy?
Just little shit. I hope that means y'all can come out.
Hi. Okay, yeah.
Get out of the way so you can get the whole bar.
Look at that mule in the picture.
Mule?
Muley.
Muley. That was before that restaurant we had too.
Yeah,
It
we
was
knew.
called Muley.
Yeah, I remember old LJ's used to make some hellish money there.
Oh, I know. $100 a night in tips.
Took off his glasses.
Yeah. Distinguished.
Linda, does it have sound on it too?
Yeah.
Does it really?
Yeah. We'll be watching it.
Hello in California. Hello. Hello in California.
Can I do one of you?
Me?
Yeah.
Sure. Okay. It's going. Well, I'm camera shy.
All Never had a shine on anybody.
Yeah.
There's Miss Laura.
Yeah, I've got her on.
We'll be back.
Hey, darling.
Miss Laura, have you shown him the leg yet? Where's that garter?
No. Yeah, we'd like to see that.
You want to see the garter?
You want to see my leg too?
Your garter.
Oh, my garter. Oh, well, okay.
Here we go.
We want to see. Here it comes.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's
Outstanding.
outstanding. Well, I stand on it anyhow.
That's pretty neat. I like that.
Oh my gosh, now I lost my feather. Lost my feather.
Catch it up bad.
Yeah.
I should go in there. I'm gonna get her in the shower tomorrow
See her
morning.
right through here.
I'll get her tomorrow morning in the shower.
Oh, neat.
I'm sure she'll like that. So you got a good view on it?
Yeah, it really does.
It really- it
You
does.
don't have to have much light or nothing?
It
Well,
does pretty good.
it's black and white now, but it will come in color tonight.
When you
Oh,
play
really?
it back. When you play it back over VCR.
Yeah.
So you can play it
We were
back
playing
there.
it this afternoon after the funeral.
You can view it through there too, can't you? When it played back on that. Yeah.
Right now I'm fading out. I just faded out.
Oh, I think that'd be fun to have one if I ever was free enough to use it.
I'm using the access to the commissaries and the PX. I really miss that. I liked military life somewhat.
Well,
Did
you can, but it's like usually only if you're married and they're gonna. It might be in taking picture of.
No,
Okay.
there's no picture on here, I swear.
Okay.
You cannot see a picture. I'm just testing it out.
But what they do is if you have like a family and they'll pay for you to move and all your moving expenses, and then occasionally they don't do it all the time. You can get your CO to sign.
We're live here, folks. at Melissa and Louie's bowling alley. Here we go. A couple black folks here. Melissa, hold up. Where'd she go? Thank you. Where'd she go? There she is. Greg. Someone yelled at me and they go, "Hi, Mom."
Oh, yeah?
Hi, Melissa. You got some of those delicious egg rolls? I'll show you that crazy club, okay?
Yeah.
First, let me get a couple of. It's over here, Greg.
Hold it. What are you doing?
Oh, I'm just taking a picture for Louie.
Huh?
Just taking a picture for Louie. Big Louie.
Big Louie who?
The owner of this place.
Hold it. Hey, Irvin! Hey, tell Irvin, come here.
Oh, if you're gonna
No.
sorry. We like this place. We're gonna give us some publicity.
Yeah, okay. Wait, just.
Hi. Thank you. Thank you.
Put it with the
Hi.
camera.
That's Mr.
Y'all
Hollywood
TV
there.
station or something? No.
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 TV station. It's a promotional piece.
Her sister owns this building. Don't make no difference. I got it leased, okay?
Okay, we're sorry. We're not trying to post it's just a promotional thing.
Oh, yeah, now let me know and I'll
Okay, I'm sorry.
I didn't know who you were.
I met you last night. You just weren't over.
Right.
It's okay.
Yeah, I remember.
All right. You can start dancing anytime, Grandpa. Yeah.
Sing a song.
Enough?
Wait, let me get over here and get a better likeness of you.
She can take your picture.
Don't you need some music?
No. You got some music, Carol?
I wish I did.
Tell Greg turn you on some music.
Huh?
Tell Greg turn you on some music.
Well, was it? Try and get the good music
He's a
going.
crack up.
Get some music going.
Can you hear it?
Is it going?
Yeah.
I can't hear it.
All right.
There it goes. Woo-hoo!
Yeah.
Do a little twisted.
He's got more dance moves than I have. You gonna be ready to go dancing tonight?
Yes, sir. All the way. Woo!
Throw one of them little things you use like that. Throw that one like that. Good catch. Throw one of those, you know,
What?
when you go like that.
Over my head?
No, you know, when you go like that, you know. Oh, you can twist too.
Woo!
You're gonna be a movie star after I get this taped. I go like this, go.
Black thing. This is not real bright like some of them. Where did you get that? That's new. We went one of, you know, Christmas.
Let it go.
Christmas number new.
Okay, I got it on.
It was just a movie camera, but this is on VCR.
Oh, yeah. We were watching last night when we went to Miss Laura's and it was funny. In the kitchen cooking.
Dog.
Grandma?
Yay.
Well, we were watching horses and we
Got
stayed
it.
here.
Wait a minute, I'm gonna get a close up.
Out to visit.
Nice new bosoms where I get pictures. It's heavy. I bet Greg took a film of.
Thank you. See what you look at close up. Turn to the side. Okay. Get Debbie. Yeah. Let's get that Aunt Debbie where she goes.
That's my list.
Mom, you sure look skinny.
Oh, well, I put on a little bit. I had got down to about 106 for a while, but I've gotten back up.
106.
Grandma stayed at 120.
Oh my gosh. I got a long ways to go. I'm 15 pounds overweight.
You
Hey,
Where's Debbie?
right here.
Debbie.
There she is. She's
Right
like,
over there she
I
is.
didn't know you was doing this, or I would have said right here. Well, I was looking for you earlier. Look at the camera, Michael. I can see your dimples. Look at the camera.
I don't do cameras.
Don't worry, no one that you know will be seeing this.
This one from California.
Yeah.
Melissa, turn around. Your sister wants to see you.
I got her butt.
You got my big butt. You didn't have to work today, Melissa.
I got
Oh,
some
you don't
later.
normally work. You normally work on the weekends? No.
Get more light here. Yeah. Where's Amy? I like to get Grandpa in here and watch him dance. Newlyweds over here in the corner.
Oh, finally, the bathroom's free.
Melissa, come out here by your car for a minute. Put this on top of it. Yeah. Get the whole car in. Ooh, it's a cold one, isn't it? Oh. Well. Here, get me. Okay. Ooh, it's chilly. I think I'll go back in the house.
Wait just a minute.
The girl in the Cadillac.
Looks like Mom back here.
Melissa's even got the mannerisms, Carol.
Yeah. Except she's shy. Mom's not.
Used to be.
Huh?
Used to be.
What's that?
Her mom used to be shy.
Oh, this she? She's not anymore.
Kind of a gloomy day, isn't it?
We'll
Better
go-
than yesterday.
We'll go with this first nigger shy. Looks like I'm gonna be with this guy all day.
What's he doing these places?
Well, Belinda's boyfriend Cole thinks everybody back there is barefooted and got a pointed hat. Don't tell me he's turning there too. No.
I got it, Dad.
Have you? Okay.
Yeah. I guess I'll say goodbye to Melissa. Hey, Louis' van looks kind of nice out there.
Is that Louis' van?
Yeah,
Or is that Louis' house?
that one of them.
Mom's house?
going to the bank park. Is this a cul-de-sac?
Looks to be. Darn truck keeps getting in everything. He's been in every picture. I think since I'm from California, I'm going back to Hollywood. He wants to be part of it.
You know, I didn't know what to do. It upset my grandma.
Here's Rose. I'm still filming, Dad.
Look who he's going to.
Melissa was fat when she was a baby. Now look at her.
Oh, wasn't she? Stephanie wasn't. She still is. Poor Stephanie.
Shannon was a skinny baby and he still is. Kyle's a middle. Woo. Fast action film.
Take a picture of this red over here and send it to Cole. You missed the best one.
Oh, darn.
Another nigger shack up there.
Oh, that's the one I wanted to get.
Usually a bunch of turtles out sunning on this
Yeah,
rock here.
usually. We going to your house now?
Sister, we had a flood October a year ago, and look at that roadrunner right in the front yard.
The Roadrunner?
Yeah, see him
Where?
there? Take a picture.
Where is it, Dad?
Right there.
Right behind that tulip.
Right there. You
I
don't
don't
see
see him
him?
anywhere.
Right there.
Oh, neat. Oh, there he goes, right by the tree.
Watch him go
Ew.
beep beep. Here comes the wolf.
Oh, he's neat. I haven't seen a Roadrunner in years.
Isn't he neat?
Oh, how neat.
Whistle at him. Don't lose your...
I gotta get an auto on here for the shutter's not going. I gotta get an auto shutter. Auto manual. Here we go.
He's a dandy.
Is he still there?
Yeah.
Oh, neat.
Doesn't he blend in good, though?
Yeah, he sure did.
When you get him there whistling, see just moves. Look at him. He's hiding now.
My bird call. That was neat, huh?
All these houses here were under 5 foot of water. Believe it.
5 foot of water?